So I'm gonna have to bring my A game today. And that's just what I plan to do. Well, hey there guys, thanks for joining us for another episode. We left the Florida Panhandle a few days ago and have been hanging out on the East Coast in the Jacksonville area.
Yeah, we've been catching up on projects and relaxing at the Catherine Abbey Hanna Park.
Yeah, and this place is like a legit jungle, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, there are trees and vegetation and moss all over
everywhere.
This campground. Wasn't that super creepy the other night when we drove in?
It was. The trees were overhanging and just, it was so close. I don't know. It was creepy.
It was dark. And it was foggy, and it was so tight roads as we were driving through. The sounds of the creatures of the night were making this racket. It was pretty eerie.
I was like, where have we driven into?
And in the daylight, I mean, kids are out riding bikes,
right.
Families are strolling around. It was just completely different. But it does look like a jungle.
It does.
Like I expected Tarzan to come swinging through.
It's been good to hang out here. And our good friend Michelle and her son Landon have driven down from Omaha to spend a few days with us, so that we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's good to see some familiar faces there. Michelle is super encouraging to us, and so we were glad that they said that they would meet up with us down here. In fact, they'll be joining us for a few of the things that we're going to do today, which we are really looking forward to.
Yeah, we've got a full day planned. We are going to spend our day in the St. Augustine area. We've already got a sunrise on the beach, which was really beautiful.
Yeah, there's this access to the beach right across from the campground where we stayed last night, and we were able to just go out there this morning and stroll along the sand and watch the sun come up. It was quite windy, but really it was still a really nice moment. So we've got a lot to do today. What do you think? Better get started?
Let's go.
Let's go. The first thing we're going to do is get a little walking in.
Yeah, if you didn't know, St. Augustine is the oldest continuously occupied city in the U.S.
I mean, get this. It was established in 1565. I mean, that's 42 years before Jamestown and 55 years before the Pilgrims landed in Plymouth Rock. So this place is old.
Old. So we're going to see a mix of some old things and some new things as we walk around this morning.
Yeah, and there's probably no better place to begin than with a stroll down St. George Street, where the old and new of St. Augustine come together.
These are the old city gates, and they were at one time the only entrance into St. Augustine.
Yeah, they were built in 1808 as a line of defense for the city, and as you can see, they're still standing guard today. Well, as a former school teacher, Paula can certainly appreciate this stop.
Yeah, this is the oldest wooden schoolhouse in the United States, reportedly built in 1702, and it stopped serving as an actual classroom in 1865.
Hey, you know what just occurred to me? That there was at least one class back then that was much easier. History, because there was much less of it to learn.
Right.
St. George Street is a pedestrian-only route that's lined with shops, restaurants, and historical sites. In St. Augustine's early days, St. George Street was the main street and now is the epicenter of downtown activity. This is Treasury Street, which is known as the narrowest street in America. Local legend says the street was built just wide enough for two men to carry a chest of gold to and from ships docked on the bay, but not wide enough space for a horse-drawn carriage to squeeze through and ride off with the money.
We've moved on from St. George Street to the nearby Castillo de San Marcos National Monument.
Yeah, this is the oldest masonry fort in the United States, originally built back in the late 1600s.
Castillo de San Marcos, which is Spanish for St. Mark Castle, was built by the Spanish to defend Florida and the Atlantic trade route.
we want to give you a glimpse of 3 beautiful and historical churches from the area.
The National Shrine of Our Lady of La Leche, built in 1609. The Cathedral Basilica, built in 1797. And the Memorial Presbyterian Church, built in 1889.
Well, that was like stepping into the past with all that history here in St. Augustine, wasn't it?
It really was.
Well, we've just got a few hours this afternoon before we need to return to the downtown area. So we've driven to nearby Anastasia State Park, where we'll actually be camping tonight.
Yeah, this is one of Florida's most popular state parks, and the campground is almost always full, so we were excited to get a last-minute reservation for tonight. Anastasia State Park has 4 miles of pristine beaches, 1,600 acres of tidal marshes and ancient dunes, and an opportunity to see a variety of birds as part of the Great Florida Birding Trail.
Well, while we're here, we're just gonna kind of stroll around the park and show you guys whatever we see. We're gonna begin with a short 7/10 of a mile hike on the Ancient Dunes Nature Trail, which is rated as easy and features a whopping 6 feet of elevation gain. So finally, we've made our way to St. Augustine Lighthouse. We love lighthouses and usually don't miss an opportunity to visit one if we're in the area. And this one is a beauty. So when we were looking at places to visit while in St. Augustine, this one immediately caught our attention. So we're super excited about making our way over to this bar.
Yeah, we're at Cousteau's Waffle and Milkshake Bar.
That's our kind of bar.
Cousteau's Waffle and Milkshake Bar is located in the heart of historic downtown St. Augustine.
Yeah, they serve up a variety of Belgian liege waffles and hand-spun milkshakes with names like the Unpaid Intern, Matching Pajamas, and Life on Mars. Can't wait to check this out.
Me too.
So we ordered the Belafonte, which is their Belgian Liege waffles topped with fresh strawberries, Nutella, and whipped cream.
For our milkshake, we ordered the Ping Island. It's a vanilla milkshake with peanut butter, chocolate sauce, marshmallow fluff, and graham cracker crumbs. Good.
That is amazing.
Well, we couldn't come to a waffle and milkshake bar without ordering one of each, and they were both delicious.
So yummy. I'm reading from their menu here. It says of their Belgian Liege waffles, our sweet and chewy waffles are made in-house from dough filled with Belgian pearl sugar, then cooked and caramelized fresh to order on our hot cast iron press. Now, I don't know exactly what all that means, but it tastes delicious. So if you find yourself in St. Augustine, we highly recommend you come by Cousteau's Waffle and Milkshake Bar. Well, we've played miniature golf courses all across the United States in our almost 29 years of marriage, but we haven't yet played one on this trip, so we knew it was time for a stop.
So we're going to play the 18-hole course here at Fiesta Falls. This course features 8 waterfalls, caves, a 65-foot Spanish ship, and a view of the ocean from their mountaintop gazebo.
Now, I'll have to admit that while I used to beat Paula pretty much every time we played, she has actually racked up a number of wins over the past few years, so I'm going to have to bring my A game today. And that's just what I plan to do. Both pretty much terrible so far. Hole in one! Did you see that? Woo! There we go. So the Fiesta Falls course has a little miniature version of the St. Augustine Lighthouse in it. Pretty cool.
Well, after the front 9, Jimmy has a commanding lead, but it's time for a comeback.
Go for it. Let's see where it comes out. Hey, you're closer than I am. All right, Paula, here's your chance to gain a stroke on me. Go for it. Yay! This is the final hole. You're not going to beat me, spoiler alert, but you can go out in a blaze of glory with a hole-in-one. Let's do it. You can also go out in a little tiny fizzle of fire with a 2.
Well, Jimmy beat me this time, but there's always another time. He was a good sport, though. It was a lot of fun.
You know what? It was a lot of fun, and whether we win or lose, as long as we're doing it together, that's what the important thing is. And today was a fun time.
It was fun.
Out here on the miniature golf course. I'm sure she'll get me next time.
Of course.
Well, probably not, but maybe the next time after that. She has actually won quite a bit lately, so maybe she was kind of feeling sorry for me and wanted to
It was the pressure of
back in.
It was the pressure of the camera.
That was it. Maybe next time we'll play off camera and she'll win again, but there'll be no evidence of it.
Right.
Well, we've driven about an hour and a half from St. Augustine for our final stop that we'll be sharing in this episode. We've really been looking forward to this one. We're at Blue Springs State Park.
We are here in manatee migration season, and we were hoping to see a lot of them, but it's near the end of the season and almost all of them are gone.
They're gone.
And then we were hoping to kayak, but you can't kayak until the season's completely over, so we're a little too early for that.
We're stuck. We're stuck. But we do hear that the spring itself is beautiful, so we're going to take the boardwalk trail to check that out, and we'll let you guys see the same things that we do. Well, even though we haven't gotten in as much hiking as we normally do, we have had a really fun time exploring the St. Augustine area, haven't we?
It has been fun.
What's been your favorite thing?
I like the historic area and the fort. I like that. What about you?
I like the waffles and the milkshake.
Me too.
I liked all of it. Food always is top of mind for me, so that's what I remember
St.
most.
George Street was really fun to me.
When this 1 year trip is over, people are going to be like, what stood out to you the most during the entire 1 year trip? And I'm going to name off about 30 different places we stopped to eat. It has been a great time here in St. Augustine. We really enjoyed visiting with Michelle and Landon while they were here as well. Next up, we hope to head south toward the Everglades and the Keys, so we hope you'll stick around and check out the next couple of episodes for those adventures.
That's it for our mission. What's your mission?
Hey, look, there's Michelle. Look, it's our friend Michelle. She's just hanging out.
Anastasia State Park has 4 miles of pristine, is that how it starts?
I got some powdered sugar down my I'm reading from their menu, and it says of their Belgian Liege waffles that there's going to be a car passing by making a lot of noise. Says it right here. All right, Paula, this is the first hole. Get it going. Well, hey guys, it's Jimmy here. Our mission in every episode of this vlog is to share one of our fun-filled adventures with you guys. But our greater mission in life is to share our hope and happiness with you. One of the ways we do this is by giving away digital copies of my book, which we believe will help you in your own spiritual journey. You can get it at no cost by dropping by thereisgraceforyou.com and then clicking on the download button to read it on your favorite device. There's no list to join, no price to pay. It's just our way of trying to be a blessing to you. There are 40 short daily readings in the book that will take you about a minute each to read. So if you're interested in some positive messages to encourage you in your faith, I hope you'll check it out.